Hello students, hope you all are doing well. So let's start our science class, and it is chapter 10. We are continuing the chapter 10, our universe. In our previous classes, I already discussed about our solar system, what is solar system, and what is our planetary sequences, and about the sun and about our earth. So let's look back on the main points. Okay, actually universe means the whole space and everything in it, the space and everything in it, including the earth, the planets, the stars and galaxies. And you know, space is never ending, infinite. Scientists believe that it is getting larger and larger. Actually, it's a total mystery. The science of space is a total mystery. And galaxy is a group of stars. As I told you before, galaxy is a group of stars. There are thousands of stars in the galaxy. And the galaxy in which, and there are many such galaxies in the space, in the universe. Okay, there are many group of stars in the universe, and the galaxy in which we live in is called as Akashganga galaxy or Milky Way. Solar system is a small part of this Akashganga or Milky Way galaxy. Solar system contains, you know, 8 planets. 8 planets and their satellites, dwarf planets, asteroids, meteors and comets. And in our solar system is our own solar system. Our earth is included in this system, solar system, and sun is the main point of the solar system. Sun is at the central of the solar system. Just like a family, sun is the head of the family. Just like a family, solar system is also a family, and sun is the head of the family. And there are 8 planets. There are 8 members of our family members, main family members actually. So what are the main planets? You know, that is the actually firstly, according to the distance from the sun, the planets are sequenced as this. Firstly Mercury, then Venus, then Earth, then Mars, then Jupiter, then Saturn, then Uranus and Neptune, and Pluto is a dwarf planet. Our Earth is the 3rd planet of the solar system. Earth is the 3rd planet of our solar system. And it is 3rd position according to the distance from the sun. And Earth is the only planet which supports life. And you know that 2/3 of Earth's surface is covered with water. There are 3 parts in Earth. It is the crust, the mantle and the core. Core is subdivided into 2 parts, inner core and outer core. And the sun next. The sun is a huge ball of fire and gas that gives us heat and light. Sun gives us heat and light. Actually, Earth and all other planets revolve around the sun. As I told you before, all the planets, all the heavenly bodies revolve in the solar system. All the planets and heavenly bodies in the other heavenly bodies in the solar system are revolving around the sun. Sun's heat and light is the only source of life on Earth. Otherwise, our Earth would be a cold planet, totally lifeless. The light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach to our earth. You know, our sun is a star, and only stars have their own heat and light. Our earth is a planet, and planets always revolve around the stars. So our earth is also revolve around the sun. And satellite means, you know, follower. Satellite means follower, always remember. Satellites follow the planets. That means satellites revolve around the planets. So it's an easy equation, okay? So always remember that planets revolve around the stars and satellites revolve around the planets. And these all heavenly bodies, always remember that, these all heavenly bodies have a particular path, fixed path, that is called as orbit. And you know, all the planets and satellites are opaque bodies. That means they have not their own light. And sunshine, sun only the reflection of sun's light gives them light. Okay, so always remember, planets and satellites don't have any own light or heat. They get it from the sun. And you know, moon is the only natural satellite of earth. Moon is the only natural satellite of earth. It reflects the sun's light and it has some characteristics. Moon has some characteristics. There is no atmosphere in moon. That means there is no air. The moon has no air. There is no air on moon. And it has craters. Craters means large holes. And mountains and plains with huge dust. And there is no water. So, as there is no water, no air, so there is no life. And you know, our moon has very less gravity. Here the gravitational force is very much less, 1/6 that of earth. Moon's gravitational force is 1/6 that of earth. Always remember, moon's gravitational force is 1/6 of earth. That means if your weight is 48 kg, if your weight is 48 kg on earth, then your weight will be 8 kg on moon. Okay, if your weight is 48 kg on earth, then your weight will be 8 kg on moon, as there is less gravity. And there is another interesting characteristics of moon is moon is about 3,84,400 kilometers away from the earth, and it takes around 27 days to complete one revolution or one orbit around the earth. Okay, and you know, every day, as we see from the earth, every day the moon looks different when viewed from the earth. The different appearances of the moon are called as phases of moon. As the moon always reflects the sun's light and the moon orbits the earth, different parts of the moon get light from the sun and we see different shapes of the moon. So here in this diagram you can see that here is the sun, it is the earth, and these are the it is moon. Sun, earth, moon. And this is the fixed path of earth around the sun. It is called as orbit. This is the fixed path of elliptical path around the sun. Through this path, our earth just revolve around the sun. This is called as orbit. And this is also a path, fixed path around the earth, through which the moon revolves around the earth. So here, as the sun, moon and earth revolves around each other, different phases of moon we can see from our earth, as the moon has not its own light, and the sun's light, it gets only sun's light and lighten with that. Okay? Actually, the full moon, you see here, this is the full moon. The full moon is the lunar phase when the moon appears fully illuminated. The full moon is the lunar phase when the moon appears fully illuminated from earth. This occurs, just look, when the earth is located between the sun and the moon. The earth is located between the sun and the moon. This means the lunar hemisphere facing earth is completely sunlit. The sun's ray falls on it and we can see it fully. So this is full moon, and it appears like a circular disc. In full moon we see such type of moon. And it is new moon. New moon is the lunar phase when the moon is between the earth and the sun. The moon is between the earth and the sun. So the part which we can see from the earth is just opposite the sun, so that it can't get any sunlight. For that it looks black totally. So on that day, in the night of new moon, we can't see any moon on from the earth. Okay, this is the case of new moon and full moon. Always remember, in the case of new moon, the moon is between the earth and the sun, and the case of full moon, the moon is the earth is just between the moon and the sun. In this way, full moon and new moon occurs. And there are some other phases. You can see waning crescent, third quarter, waning gibbous, waxing gibbous, first quarter, waxing crescent. Actually, you know, the moon is called as it is one side of the moon is dark and the light part is growing. Then the moon is referred to as waxing. And if one side of the moon is dark and the light part is shrinking, then the moon is referred to as waning. That is referred to as waning and waxing. So I think this part is phases of the moon is clear to you. Okay? So go to the book and just I tell you the part. So as I told you before, that moon is the natural satellite of the earth and has no light of its own. It is one of the largest natural satellites in the solar system. It is also an important fact that it is one of the largest natural satellites in the solar system. It reflects the light of the sun. It is about 3,84,400 kilometers away from the earth and takes around 27 days to complete one orbit. Now, surface of the moon. Actually, despite being so close to the earth, it is quite different from the earth. Moon is different from the earth. Moon is the satellite of the earth. So it is different from earth. There is no atmosphere on the moon, as I told you before. It has craters, that means the big holes, mountains and plains, and with huge dust. You know, craters are formed when meteorites crash on the moon's surface. As there is no atmosphere, the meteorites crash on the moon's surface and creates these craters. But in case of Earth, as the atmosphere protects our Earth, there is no such big craters or big holes. The surface is billions of years old. Moon's surface is billions of years old. The moon has a crust, upper and lower mantles, and an iron-rich core in the center, just like as our Earth. It has very less gravity, as I told before, 1/6 that of the Earth. There is no water and no air, so life is not possible at all. And nextly, next, landing on the moon. The first space flight that landed on the moon with humans was Apollo 11, launched from Kennedy Space Center in Florida on July 20, 1969. Very important it is. First human space flight firstly landed on moon on that date. It carried 3 American astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin and Michael Collins. You know, Neil Armstrong was the first man to step on the moon. Here you can see that Armstrong, Collins and Aldrin are here in this picture. And Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin stayed on the moon's surface for about 2.5 hours, while Michael Collins manned the spacecraft. Okay, actually he was on the spacecraft, and they 2 persons, Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin, stayed on the moon surface. They collected rock samples from the moon, and the astronauts grew several centimeters during a space mission, you know. This is because their spine stretches due to the absence of gravity. As in the space, there is no gravity. There is no gravitational force at all in the space. Once they return to the Earth, they shrink back to their normal height. Very interesting, isn't it? Now is the phases of the moon. As I discussed already, every day the moon looks different when we viewed it from the Earth. And the different appearances on the moon are called as phases of the moon. This is full moon, new moon, waxing gibbous, waning gibbous, waxing crescent, waning crescent. It is wrong. You correct this. Waning gibbous, it is crescent shape. So it should be waning crescent, not gibbous. Okay. Acha, moon orbits the Earth. Different parts of moon get light from the sun, and hence we see different shapes, as I told you before and discussed already. If one side of the moon is dark and the light part is growing, then the moon is referred to as waxing. This is waxing. And if one side of the moon is dark and the light part is shrinking, then the moon is referred to as waning. This is waning. Okay. So this was all about moon, and I think the phases of the moon and all this is clear to you. And in my next class, I'll discuss about eclipse. Okay. So you all stay safe and positive. Till then, bye.